should see my med basket at home.
Okay, I'd like to call the regular meeting in the Zion Park District to order, April 20th, 2017. Eric, please read the roll call.
Commissioner Magera,
Here.
Commissioner Buchholz,
Here.
Commissioner Brown,
Here.
Commissioner Pye,
Here.
President Hartman.
Here. Okay, I will entertain a motion to approve the minutes of the Personal Finance Subcommittee meeting and the regular meeting dated 16 March 2017.
I'll make a motion to approve the meetings of the Personnel and Finance Subcommittee and the regular meeting of the Board of Commissioners of the Zion Park District dated March 16th, 2017.
I have a second. I have a second. Any discussion? Eric, please read the roll call.
Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner Buchholz,
Aye.
Commissioner Pye,
Aye.
Commissioner Magera,
Aye.
President Hartman.
Aye. Okay, I see we have some guests. Again, welcome. I think you're really going to enjoy yourself. So, best of luck to you.
Thank you.
Okay, anything else? All right. Approval of the agenda.
I'd like to move item number 9 to item number 11, and item number 11 to item number 9. We'll just do the GFOA certificate and picture at the beginning of
Okay.
our new business, and just switch those two around. We will need an executive session, so.
All right, sounds good. All right, any commissioners' comments?
I'd like to make a comment. This morning I signed Benton. I shot
Oh, you gotta approve the agenda still.
Oh, okay. I will entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
I make a motion to approve the agenda as amended.
I have a second. I have a second. Any discussion? Eric, please read the roll call.
Commissioner Magera,
Aye.
Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner Buchholz,
Aye.
Commissioner Pye,
Aye.
President Hartman.
Aye. Okay, now, Commissioner comments.
This morning at Zion Benton, Healthy Youth invited me over to do their first responders, and I wanted to compliment Mr. Rick. He brought his whole crew over there. The Zion Police Department, Chief John brought his fire guys, and Sheriff Coran, he just missed him, he got there. And then Sheriff of Lake County was there, so kudos go out to Mr. Rick. I want to mention that. So, for there's a Healthy Youth first responders thing, they had breakfast for the guys. I thought that was really nice.
All right. Any other comments? All right. Anything from the attorneys, Marilyn?
Thank you, Gabe.
Welcome.
Okay. I will entertain a motion to approve the unpaid bills.
I'll make a motion to approve the unpaid bills for $85,983.84, and the total paid bills of $153.62, for a total of $244,137.46.
I will second that.
I have a second. Any discussion? All right, Eric, please read the roll call.
Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner Pye,
Aye.
Commissioner Buchholz,
Aye.
Commissioner Magera,
Aye.
President Hartman.
Aye. Okay, director's report.
Just a couple things in addition to my written report is the gypsy moth spraying. We don't have an exact date yet, but soon the gypsy moths are back in Shiloh Park, so we need to spray the oak trees there. And we have that set up with Hendrickson Flying Service. They will be out towards the end of April or the very beginning of May to take care of that. I did introduce you to Todd, the new superintendent of parks. The Community of Character Walk is going to be on Thursday, September 14th. And I just wanted everybody to get that on their calendar. They did not conflict with our board meeting this year, so that was nice that they moved the date so we didn't have a conflict. So it's the week before our regular meeting in September. And so I just wanted to make sure everybody was aware of that night. The format will be very similar to what it has been in the past, where we'll meet at the band shell before, get everybody rallied around, and then walk over to the police department. And so that, that event is in the process of being planned. These are invitations to, and I didn't put this on the agenda, but invitations to the Special Recreation Services of Northern Lake County, which we are a member of, is having their annual board dinner, although they're having a picnic at Lindenhurst Park District this year. So that is going to be on Wednesday, May 31st. So I wanted to get the invitations to you, and we'll need to reply by May 19th, which is, I think, that's prior to our May meeting by one day. Oh no, the meeting is the 18th, so we're good. So I just need to know by the May meeting whether you will be there for the picnic. Okay?
This is an outstanding event. So I highly recommend that if you can go, definitely go. Because it is just I can't say enough about that event.
And then there was one more thing in your packet that Eric's going to just let you know what we put that in there for. It's really just a general information piece for you to, if there's questions about what's happening at the Park District.
Yeah, so we just, put this together. You guys have seen it before, right, over the last couple years. And I've updated it for our most current information as far as we just got our extension numbers, the final EAV numbers and everything like that are out. So if you look at that top box there, that bottom column, you can see Zion's EAV is $255 million, which was...
Jesse didn't get a copy. I'm sorry. Someone has an extra copy underneath them.
I probably did.
It was in the packet.
It's in the packet.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I thought you just
it's the
handed it
colors.
out. That's
No,
why I
Right
was
at the
like,
bottom, second to last.
where? I took everything out of here. It's not-
Okay.
Sorry. Administrative assistant day is.
No.
I'm sorry.
I know, I can't find mine either.
Yeah, no, he doesn't.
was
Oh,
right
here
in
it is, Jess. Sorry.
Wait, this it was right in front of the spring.
Hold on, hold on.
After that.
Oh, here it is. Gresher.
So really what it's showing, right, is you can see Zion's EAV and then the Park District's tax extension and then the tax rate. So you can see how each of those things correlate to each other each year, right? And you can see in the most recent year, so for 2016, Zion's EAV is $255,978,000, right? Which was almost a 13% increase over the prior year. So that's great when the EAV is rising, right? And again, the majority of that increase was the fact that the hospital's new tower came on the tax rolls this year. So that really helped Zion's EAV. So when we have that commercial construction or any kind of development, in addition to just general housing prices increase, right, Zion's EAV will go up. And then you can see our extension, which is, basically our levy. Our levy is how much we ask for, but our extension is how much they actually give us of that. So it's essentially the levy, right, which you guys approve. So you can see that our levy went up by, or our extension went up by just over 1%, right? So when we have a 13% increase in the EAV and just a 1% increase in our extension, that really correlates to a 10% decrease in the tax rate, right? So now we have basically a larger dollar amount of property values. We're asking for essentially the same amount, so that makes the rate go down. And then again, just to graph it, you can see, just kind of the inverse relationship. Honestly, if you look at the top and the bottom graph, whereas the EAV goes up. If you look at kind of those last 2 points, the EAV is going up and our tax rate's going down, and that's going to help drive down the tax rate.
So this really gives you the picture of
Yeah, it's
how
definitely-
we are impacting this community's tax rate. And, that's good information to have, because that's a big question that's out there, because Zion has such a high tax rate. We are doing our part to make that better. And that's good information for you to have as representatives of the Park District, so that information is out there.
Right, so it's like, oh, the EAV went up almost 13%, but we didn't request 13% more money from the taxpayers. So we only requested, 1% more. So that again is what helps drive the rate down. So hopefully that rate, which I think was creeping up around 20, right?
Yeah, it was close to 20.
Is now down. So, hopefully the other taxing bodies, obviously your total tax bill is comprised of all the different rates from all the different taxing bodies, the schools in the city and SEALs, colleges, Lake County and all that kind of stuff. But the tax rate from the Park District is 1.186 of that 20 or 19 or whatever you want to call it. So that's why when we say our portion of the tax bill is 5.5% of the total bill, we're just a small piece of that pie in the total tax figure. So
What do we get if we ever got anything from those rods? If that thing ever happened?
If that ever happens, we'll get like our percentage. So if our percentage is 5% of the total, that's what we'll get.
That would
So
really be
depending
nice.
on, what that turns out to be, it could, yes, be
nice.
significant. Regardless, it will be significant for us, because it will be money
Big
to
help.
help offset, so that we don't have to increase our ask, right? That will help us to
Al covered
decrease
that pretty well at that
request.
lunch today when he was telling everybody.
Yeah.
yeah, Al did, yeah.
Yeah. So
Well-
I just wanted everybody to kind of have a good handle on that, because I think that's a lot of discussion that goes on in this community, and that's good for you guys to have those answers.
Yeah. I'm going to echo my comments that I'm making to board members. If you guys have any questions whatsoever about anything on finances within the Park District, I highly recommend you set up time with Eric and Marilyn and go through it, because it is an eye-opener and there is a lot of information, but it's good information. It's information that we should know. So, again, Eric, thanks a lot. This is
Yep,
good
sure,
stuff.
yeah, like you said, any
Appreciate it.
questions, yeah.
Okay, any questions from any of the commissioners?
I got one, but I would wait till we get to the budget.
Okay.
But I have a couple questions about the budgets.
Okay.
Okay, moving on, we're gonna go ahead and move new business item 11 up to 9, and that is the GFOA's Certificate of Achievement for Financial Reporting for 2016.
Right, so we put that there's a lot of paperwork that comes with that award, but basically, Government Finance Officers Association, we're a member, and once again, Eric and Deb have put together that application and have received that award, and so we're very proud of the work that they do to receive that for us. And so we'd like to take a photo with the award at this time. Mike's got the camera, he's ready to go. So let's line up as we usually do.
Yeah, and I know that this award is not easy to get, and I know that a lot of hours and a lot of hard work is put into this award, so my hat's off again. And like I was telling you before, these guys are second to none, and here's a prime example of it. And there's a few other things that are out there that are going on, so you're getting tied up with an awesome organization. Okay?
Yep. No, it's Eric and Deb's award.
Stick it on there.
Use the same slack every
This is
year.
it.
Oh, you want me to be?
I think we held something like that.
How was that?
Oh, yeah, no.
First one, Rick said.
The button.
What about you? Come on.
Yeah, Eric and Deb need to get in that picture.
You think I'm here past my bedtime not to be in a picture?
No,
I need that Army
you
guy
get in
to
the
train
picture?
me.
I didn't get in the picture last time. That's your
Get in the
award.
Yeah, you were.
She
Weren't
did
you
it?
in
I thought she did.
Yeah.
I need that Army guy to train me. This thing is heavy.
I was looking away.
My hands are here.
He's
Nobody
just
was ready.
practicing.
I'm ready to get punched here in a second.
Chair's bench.
Like my coat, huh?
So we gotta,
It's a warm coat.
alright, we'll do 2 or 3 here, so it's, give me a second.
Did you get me, Mike?
No,
wondering.
oh, you wanted to be in it too? Come on.
Gonna hit the skinny frame in
Photoshop
there.
that Debbie's face in.
Like your flash.
Oh, by the way, Deb, I'm a Cubs fan now.
Of course you
They're
are.
winning.
Yeah.
Oh, brother.
You got a W sign at your house?
I do.
Alright, everybody there, we'll do one more. Alright, I think we got a good selection. Thank you.
I knew I'd turn you. Now I'm just working on Jess.
Congratulations.
And then Bears are next, right?
That's
Thank you,
right.
sir.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, they are. They used to be anyway. They were once.
I'll come back.
Thanks, Justin. Apparently now we might have, somebody that throws the ball.
Is that one?
You see that, there was a picture of, what was the quarterback's name?
Yeah.
They had a little teddy bear for him,
They're winning.
face.
They won.
They said, did
Did they play today? Oh.
I'm just saying the World Series, 108 years.
Good.
Good job. Yeah, like.
Okay. Whenever you're ready there, Big Mike.
It's continuing. It's just
Oh, you can,
continuing.
okay. All right, next on the agenda is the approval of the 2017-18 budget.
Wait, we missed item number 10.
I thought we were gonna go back to, okay,
No, we just switched 9 and 11.
all right, my boss. Okay, number 10, the bid 1703 for the dump truck.
Okay, so we just need a formal vote in session on the bid where the recommendation is for the Palm GMC to furnish a 2017 GMC truck. We did a poll of the commissioners so that we could order it, and so we're just doing a finalization of that.
Okay. All right,
Do I can just read the whole thing?
now I'm gonna,
Oh, you're right.
okay, I entertain a motion for approval of the bid 1703 for the dump truck.
I'd like to make a motion for a new dump truck at the bid number 1703, 1-ton dump truck. And try and say the price. Just take the price.
Recommend the
For,
Yeah, for the price of,
okay, for Pullman Auto Group, GMC, a Chevrolet big truck, $34,887.
okay, do I have a second?
Second that.
Any discussion? Okay, please read the roll call.
Commissioner Brown?
Aye.
Commissioner Pye?
Aye.
Commissioner Magera?
Aye.
Commissioner Buckholz? President Hartman?
Aye. Okay, now, the approval of the 2017-18 budget.
Okay, so I did put in your packets only the budgets that were changed from when we had our original budget meetings, okay? So not, the whole budget packet isn't here, but then we have the summary at the end, which does give us all of the figures in the final budget, okay? So I put in yellow, highlighting where we made changes. So in the general fund budget, our final EAV was a little bit different than what we had anticipated and when we did our budget meetings. So that made the tax dollars that we are collecting in general a little bit different. So that number has changed from what was in the original proposed budget that you looked at the budget meeting. So that's the change on general fund. The supervisor salaries for park, we made an adjustment there from what it had been when we had their original budget meeting. So that is the change that we have on the general fund. So then the final figures on the back side. So it's still at the net revenues of negative $495,643 because the rec fund then will transfer $500,000 into the general, right? Okay, so that's what pays that deficit,
Right.
right? And that is to clean the balance sheet, remember?
Square it all the way.
Yes. And then on the recreation fund, again, the property tax changed because of the difference in the EAV from what we had anticipated to what was actually the county sent us as the actual dollar amount. So that changed a little bit. So that created a change in that. The health insurance premiums changed from when we had our original meeting based upon some staffing changes that we looked at. And it was wages full-time. We made some adjustments there when we were finalizing the budget. And so that was brought us to the it's page 21 on this packet, which is the final numbers for the recreation budget, which at the end is $513,357,000 ahead, so that it can pay what it owes to the general fund. Okay, so it's still a positive variance on that budget. The museum fund, we had some change there on property tax when we did our final numbers to the county based upon the EAV. So that number changed a little bit.
What page?
Page 16. Sorry, I misspoke on the last one. That wasn't page 21, it was page 15. So just a minor change there on the museum fund based upon that property tax change. Police ranger fund, that was changed also due to the change in the EAV. So it's really minor stuff that was just being affected by that EAV change. But I wanted you all to be aware that, we made these adjustments based upon that final number. The paving and lighting fund, it just had an effect on the collections for that fund. And same for the audit fund.
Same with that.
IMRF, same there. Public liability fund, same there. And so that takes us to the last page of your packet, which is the budget summary. So this is the final numbers with all of those adjustments put into it. So,
Marilyn, just a question.
I got a question.
okay.
Let's go 2014, 2015. So I can't understand this.
Okay.
You're telling me we took a loss that year?
Yes. Which one? 2014-15. There was a deficit budget.
Then, fine.
Yes.
Then
Yes.
your prediction is a positive
Very.
this year.
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm getting it. Okay.
Yep, that's what that means. So when there is a deficit, that is what the parentheses around the bottom line is, that it's a deficit budget. Okay?
All right.
Do you
Anything
have
else,
any
Jess?
other questions? Because you said you might have a couple.
You have anything else, Jess?
Okay, go to this year, Shiloh. You got 267,510 and
Great saving,
what the heck was I looking at earlier?
It's gonna transfer it.
Yeah. Even,
So general will transfer money into general to break even. Is that what you're confused about?
no. Oh yeah, it makes sense.
Okay.
Any more questions, Jess?
No.
Okay. All right, so what we're going to do is entertain a motion to approve the budget for 2017, 2018.
So total revenue, $7,471,203. Total expenditures, $7,467,761. With a budget variance of positive 3,442.
Okay. All right, I'll entertain a motion to approve the budget for 2017 and 2018.
I'll make a motion that we approve the budget as presented with 4/20/17/2018 with revenues projected at $7,471,203 with a projected expenditures of $7,467,761 with a projected positive offset of $3,442.
I have a second?
I will second that.
Yeah, second. Okay, I have a second. Any discussion? All right, Eric, please read the roll call.
Commissioner Buckholz. Commissioner Magera.
Aye.
Commissioner Pye.
Aye.
Commissioner Brown.
Aye.
President Hartman.
Aye.
So then we will put together the budget booklets that you got last year after we finalize the April, the month of April total expenditures. So your budget book will have a whole year of this year in comparison to the next year's budget. So you have that booklet to utilize for the year.
Okay.
So you'll get those next month.
All right, next on the agenda is the Lake County access partial of land donation.
Okay, so Paula Trigg, who's an engineer with the county, approached us about an excess piece of property that the county owns that it's not very well marked because I accidentally made these black and white. So this is where the parcel is, where the red triangle is here. And I actually went out and took some pictures so that maybe it would be easier for you to see what we're talking about here. So let me pull those up. So this is the parcel. Where I'm standing is on this corner of this property. Okay, sorry. It's hard for me to hold. So I'm standing right here. Okay? And I'm looking, and so across the street is the apartments across 173. That's what that picture is. This is the building that is behind, on this side of me. Yeah, to the west. And this is looking at the street there where 21st Street curves around that corner off of 173. Okay? So it's that parcel of property here. We have a bike trail that runs up here over this way, right near 173. It runs along there.
Right.
So we have been mowing this property
Forever.
yeah. So the county just wants to clean it up and they just want to give it to us. So, you know, tonight the decision is yes, we want to pursue that, and they are going to put together an agreement that will probably come to the next meeting, so you can actually look at the agreement. We can make sure that there's nothing on the property that we would not want to have before. And so I just wanted to bring this to you tonight.
So I guess what we're making a motion for tonight is to give you the option or the green light to talk to the county and behalf of us, is what
Yes.
we're,
Mhm.
okay,
That you're interested in us moving forward with it,
yeah.
which would be my recommendation.
I think it's a good idea.
We're already taking care of it,
Might as well.
and
Yeah. Do you remember when 173 used to, do you remember when 21st used to go straight through and that diagonal? Do you remember that?
I don't think I was here then.
That's a long time ago.
That's what horse and buggy, right?
Yeah, when me and Bob were. Remember?
Yes.
Just go like this.
Aside from just maintaining it, is there any possible uses for it?
As far as the park and all that by the, that close to a
I
highway.
don't think so. It's just really,
Just attached. That's probably, you know, what, 2/10 of an acre or
Yeah.
something.
Is there,
I mean, it's
is there
tiny.
any detriment to us taking it off?
I don't think so, but we will make sure of that before we take it on. That there's nothing on there, that there hasn't been something in the past where there would be some environmental concern. You know, that's really, anytime we're taking property, that's really the main thing, is that, you know, somebody finds some old gas station underneath and we have to clean it. So, yeah.
It's been vacant since I've been around. Too small to put a park name on it?
I think we have the bike trail that goes through there, so, you know, it's really just, you know, open space. It would just be in addition to the open space that's there. And not that it hasn't always been that way, it's just cleaning it up for the county.
Is there a reason why they just didn't want it? They just wanted to get it off their books?
Because they
It's there.
don't, yeah, they don't do anything with it, you know.
And we mow it.
We always
We mow
mow
it,
it.
we've
Yeah.
always mown it, so
Okay,
if we're maintaining it, they're,
Might as well
you
keep
know, yeah. I mean,
okay,
it keeps it from being sold to one of these businesses and having them extend a parking lot or something
Yeah.
next to our bike trail.
Yeah.
You know, I guess that, you know, keeping it green is, you know, maybe a good reason to take
I
it.
like it. It's a good idea.
okay. Anything else? All right, I will entertain a motion for the Executive Park Director to speak on behalf of the Park District to Lake County excess partial of land donation.
So moved.
Second that?
So moved.
And we still need a second though.
What's the second? Okay, a second then.
All right, have a second. All right, any discussion? All right, Eric, please read the roll call.
Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner Buckholz,
Aye.
Commissioner Pye,
Aye.
Commissioner Magera,
Aye.
President Hartman.
Aye. All right, next on the list is the SAFS MRMC Fitness Agreement Renewal.
Right. So you have the contract in your packet to renew the agreement that we have with MRMC for stakeholders who work at the hospital or are patients to come over and use the sports arena fitness studio. The previous agreement expires May 31st of 2017, so we are just getting on this in a timely fashion this year to renew it. It was expressed to me that the hospital was only interested in a one-year agreement. Last time we did it was 2. The first time we did it, it was 1, so it's kind of gone back and forth. We're happy to do a one-year agreement with them. The fees would not change in this agreement, the amount that they pay us. We have the 2 addendums for equipment. I have updated the one that was from the original agreement to reflect the equipment that we still have of theirs. And then we just adjusted the second agreement. We did that last month, if you remember, for the equipment that they had here from that Exos program that's no longer in place. So that becomes part of this. Both of those are included in this agreement.
Okay, anything else? All right, I will entertain a motion to approve the MRMC Fitness Agreement Renewal.
I'll second that.
We have to make a motion.
I'll make a motion to second that.
I will second that.
You get somebody else to do that. I always screw that up. 6 years, I still screwing that up. Come on.
Just say so moved.
So moved.
I will second that.
All right, I have a second. Any discussion? Eric, please read the roll call.
Commissioner McGarrett,
Aye.
Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner Buckles,
Aye.
Commissioner Pye,
I,
President Hartman.
Aye, so moved.
Okay, next is Resolution 840, transferring funds.
Okay, so this was not in your packet because we didn't have it completed when the packets went out last week. So this is a resolution to transfer funds within funds of the Park District. As budgeted, the Recreation Fund will transfer to the Construction Fund $30,905.53. That is because we're receiving those CDBG grant funds into recreation and then transferring them to construction to cover the costs associated with that grant. And the second movement is some cleanup that we need to do on the balance sheet prior to Eric's taking on the role as our finance director. There were a couple of years when the recreation fund needed money to be made whole at the end of the year, kind of what we have talked about as we've talked about budget. And the way that they did that was they took funds from IMRF. That should not have happened, so we need to clean that up. So this transfer takes and covers about half of what is owed. And we are going to be looking at when we can do that final half to get that cleaned up because it needs to be done. But we're doing it in steps to be fiscally responsible and not leave ourselves in a bad situation. But so that's what the second. So our MRF obviously doesn't need money. We have excess money in there, but we need to take
Clean
care
up.
of this because it shouldn't be this way.
Okay.
So we'd like to do these two transfers this month. We'll probably do some more transfers next month to take care of the $500,000 to finish what rec owes to general, and to make whole any of the other funds that are in deficit, such as the pool and Shiloh Golf. So we'll clean all that stuff up to end our final for this fiscal year.
Okay. All right, anything else? All right, I'll entertain a motion to approve Resolution 840 for the transfers of funds.
I'll entertain a motion that we approve Resolution 840, a resolution authorizing the transfer of funds of the Zion Park District from the Recreation Fund to the Construction Fund in the amount of $30,905.53 and from the Recreation Fund to the IMRF Fund in the amount of $79,999.53.
I will second that.
I have a second. Any discussion? Eric, please read the roll call.
Commissioner Buckles,
Aye.
Commissioner Pye,
I,
Commissioner McGarrett,
Aye.
Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
President Hartman.
Aye. Okay, and we will go into executive session.
Yeah, we need to make the motion to go next.
I make a motion to go in second section for the pile of the board addressing employment, communication with
Discipline.
discipline, performance, or discipline.
Dismissal.
Dismissal of employee of officer pursuant to section 2C1 of Illinois Open Meetings Act.
All right, I have a second.
I'll second. I'll second that. Oh.
I have a second. Any discussion?
We split it.
Eric, please read the roll call.
Commissioner Pye,
Aye.
Commissioner Brown,
Aye.
Commissioner Buckles,
Aye.
Commissioner McGarrett,
Aye.
President Hartman.
Aye.